In the 1950s, it was our longing for Italy, this German fascination for the land south of our borders. Our first travels took us over the Brenner Pass, and we made it as far as Rome itself, all in our Maico Mobil. Roland Sitka was not alone. Many Germans had the same fond dream, but often money was in short supply, and so were the vehicles suited for trips to the sunny south. It was the Maico Mobil that enabled Roland Sitka to live his dream. Armed with only a tent and a paraffin stove, his trips took him further and further into the Alps and beyond. He conquered more than 40 high passes, from the famed Stilsejoch to the many challenging summits on the Dolomites. Happy days, Roland Sitka's adventurous expeditions. What finer than discovering a wider world on two wheels? Rome, San Marino, nowhere seemed too far away, no mountain too high, no alleyway too narrow. And all that with his faithful steed, the Maico Mobil. Yes, indeed. A quite splendid Maico Mobil built in 1957. This is my second one. The first I had in the 50s, though completely identical to this one. Same color, same capacity, a Maico Mobil 200. And I suppose I wanted to relive a part of my youth. So I searched for 7 years before finding this machine. I found it in England. It was exported there and last belonged to an Englishman in his 80s.
Und gehörte zuletzt einem über 80-jährigen Engländer.
The Maico Mobil first came on the market in 1951, and the earliest models were even clumsier than this. Aluminium carrossery was gradually streamlined and found its final form in the 200cc version. Under the generous windshield, the instrumentation and gear indicator is more like that of an automobile than of a two-wheeler. With this scooter, or motorbike with added bodywork, the German company Maico turned the two-wheeled world upside down. The shape of the machine and the large 14-inch wheels indicated that Maico was more oriented towards cars than bikes. The 197cc two-stroke motor of the Maico Mobil is hidden from view. With 10.3 horsepower, it was good for 90 kilometers an hour. Under the folding pillion seat is a capacious storage compartment, and there's even a glove box as a further amenity. One could say that the Maico Mobil, seen as the Rolls-Royce of two-wheelers, was outstanding for the weather protection it offered. This windshield means you could stay dry. Rain flowed off it. No need for a windshield wiper. As long as you kept moving, you never got wet.
Und es ist wirklich so, dass solange man in Fahrt ist, dass man nicht nass wird.
This claim we did not put to the test. We picked fine weather for our journey into the past. Cautiously and with respect, and after 50 years, Roland Sitka and his Maico Mobil once again head south. The time invested by Roland Sitka and his mechanic friends in the Maico Mobil is forgotten. The remembered joy of riding is once again relived. The low-slung motor, the stable frame, and the complex suspension means that the pleasure is just as great today. It is still an amazingly reliable machine. 45,000 kilometers, as in the 50s, is no longer the goal. And the Würzjoch at over 2,000 meters was, for this robust veteran, no problem at all. On the way up, an encounter with an old friend, one which can probably be seen as the successor of the Maico Mobil, a BMW Isetta. After all those years of riding without a roof over one's head, the Isetta, launched in 1955, was a welcome and luxurious alternative to the scooter. For the Isetta had everything a motorist could dream of, with the possible exception of a second door. There was a decent-sized steering wheel, 4-speed gearbox, and the BMW single-cylinder engine which had already proven its worth over the years in the wide, wide world. 13 horsepower was, of course, modest for the 370-kilo vehicle, although it permitted a top speed of 85 kilometers an hour. The short wheelbase and the placement of the two rear wheels gave excellent stability and gave the vehicle excellent handling characteristics. And it was roomy. 2 adults and a child could venture in comfort in an Isetta on the dreamed-of journey southward. This family's dream is a holiday trip in their own automobile. But the dream is for nothing when they count the cost. Surely, even with a modest income, there must be an affordable car. Then it would be possible to have 4 wheels of your own and realize that dream. Almost unbelievable that all this is possible. Yes, the wish has been granted. With the BMW Isetta, the Moto Coupe with the tried and tested 250cc BMW motor admired worldwide. Moto Coupe was, of course, a term thought up by BMW, but it was a pretty good name for what looked like a refrigerator on wheels. In fact, in 1954, BMW brought a license from the Italian firm ISO, manufacturer of motorcycles and refrigerators. Not much was altered apart from replacing the 2-stroke with the BMW's engine. When the door at the front was opened, the steering column automatically shifted to the left, allowing easy access to the interior. All controls and instruments are clustered where they should be, optimized ergonomics for the driver. As we chugged with the venerable Isetta through the historic old town of Brixen, we're inclined to ask whether this synthesis of scooter and automobile might not hint at a solution to today's traffic congestion problems.